Hello and welcome to the Annual Meeting of Stockholders of Meritage Homes Corporation. Please note that today's meeting is being recorded. During the meeting, we will have a question and answer session. You can submit questions or comments at any time by clicking on the Message Q&A tab. It is now my pleasure to turn today's meeting over to Philippe Lord, the CEO of Meritage Homes Corporation. Mr. Lord, the floor is yours.
Good morning. My name is Philippe Lord, the CEO of Meritage Homes Corporation. On behalf of Meritage, I would like to welcome you to our 2026 Annual Meeting of Stockholders. As is our practice, this year's meeting is being held virtually via live audio webcast. Joining me today via webcast are Steve Hilton, the company's Executive Chairman, who will act as Chairman of this meeting, as well as Melissa Clinton, the company's General Counsel and Secretary, who will act as Secretary of this meeting. Jennifer Lippold of Computershare will serve as our Inspector of Elections today. I would now like to ask Steve to lead us through the rest of this meeting. Steve?
Thank you, Philippe. Good morning, everyone. As Chairman of this meeting, at this time, I will call the meeting to order. Each of you should be able to access our agenda and rules of procedure via the web portal. We'll conduct the meeting according to that agenda and those rules. As is our custom, we will conduct the business portion of our meeting first. Stockholders can submit questions related to the election of directors or any other proposals on the ballot through the web portal, and we will address them during the meeting. Please note that the list of registered stockholders is available on the web portal for inspection during this meeting by any stockholder. Before proceeding, let me introduce my fellow directors who have joined this meeting. Peter Axe, Dana Bradford, Louis Caldera, Deb Henrena, Aaron Latz, Joe Keogh, Kelly Mooney, Mike Odell, Aisha Williams, and Philippe Lord, also our Chief Executive Officer. Our corporate officers are also present: Hila Safruza, Chief Financial Officer; Melissa Clinton, General Counsel and Secretary; Austin Wolfenden, Executive Vice President of Corporate Operations and Strategy; and Javier Feliciano, Chief People Officer. And we have the following representatives from our independent audit firm and legal counsel: Travis Childs from Deloitte & Touche, and Jeff Beck from Snell & Wilmer. As noted in our notice of annual meeting and proxy statement, the record date for voting at this meeting is March 26, 2026. The Secretary has presented an affidavit of mailing stating that the notice of the annual meeting and accompanying proxy materials distributed on or about April 7, 2026. Based upon the proxies received prior to this meeting, I've been informed by the Inspector of the Elections that we have a quorum. This meeting is duly convened. We may now proceed with the business of the meeting. Minutes of last year's annual meeting of the stockholders have been approved by the Board of Directors and are on file with the company. As Chairman, I will entertain a motion to proceed with the election of directors and voting on the other proposals set forth.
I so move.
Is there a second?
A second.
Thank you. The polls are now open. At this time, any stockholder who hasn't yet voted or wishes to change his or her vote may do so by clicking on the voting button on the web portal and following the instructions there. Stockholders who have sent in proxies or voted via telephone or internet do not want to change their vote do not need to take any further action. There are 4 company proposals and 1 stockholder proposal to be considered by the stockholders on today's agenda. Each of the proposals will be presented in order in which they appear in the company's notice of annual meeting of stockholders and proxy materials. Please note that only properly submitted proposals which are listed in the proxy materials previously distributed to you will be considered at this meeting. In the interest of time, please save your questions and comments until after all proposals are introduced. Now I'll present the 4 company items of business on today's agenda as specified in the proxy materials. Number 1, the election of 6 directors for a 1-year term. Number 2, ratification of Deloitte & Touche as our independent registered public accountants firm for the 2026 fiscal year. Number 3, the advisory vote to approve the compensation of our named executive officers. And number 4, the advisory vote to approve the reduction in ownership threshold to call a special meeting of the stockholders to 25%. As I mentioned, we will be considering voting on 1 stockholder proposal, which is submitted by stockholder John Chevedden. This proposal and the company's opposition statement are set forth in the company's proxy materials. This time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Chevedden, who is in attendance at our virtual meeting today. He will have up to 3 minutes to present his proposal. Web hosting moderator will alert you when there is 1 minute left. Mr. Chevedden, please proceed with your proposal.
Mr. Chevedden, your line is unmuted. Please proceed.
Hello, this is John Chevedden, Proposal 5. Approve shareholder ability to call for a special shareholder meeting. Shareholders ask our board of directors to take the steps necessary to amend the governing documents to give the owners a combined 10% of our outstanding common stock the power to call a special shareholder meeting. Such a special shareholder meeting can be an online shareholder meeting. There shall be no discriminatory rule to mandate ownership of Meritage Homes shares for a specific period of time or for shares to participate in calling for a special shareholder meeting, or that most such shareholders be record holders. Proposal 4, preceding proposal, is a sneaky proposal in that it's only an advisory proposal. Proposal 4 was drafted after this Proposal 5 was submitted to Meritage. Meritage thus had 4 months to draft its Proposal 4. This Proposal 5 is up front in stating 2 principal elements for a genuine right for Meritage shareholders to call for a special shareholder meeting: giving 10% of Meritage shares an attainable right to call for a special shareholder meeting, and no disqualification clause that could, for instance, disqualify a substantial block of Meritage shares from participating in calling for a special shareholder meeting. Meritage has 4 months to draft its Proposal 4 that would seek Meritage shareholder input on these 2 principal elements of genuine shareholder right to call for a special shareholder meeting, and suspiciously chose only to include one, the 25% provision. Perhaps Meritage risks litigation if Meritage asks its shareholders to approve a binding 2027 special meeting proposal that disqualifies a substantial block of Meritage shares, because Meritage clearly had an opportunity to seek shareholder input on that key detraction element and chose not to do so. Please vote for a genuine shareholder ability to call for a special shareholder meeting, Proposal 5, and against the sneaky Proposal 4.
Okay, thank you. We will now conduct any other business that may properly come before the meeting. If we receive no questions relating to the election of directors or any of the proposals on the ballot, I declare the polls closed. On behalf of Meritage, I want to express our appreciation to all stockholders who returned their proxies who voted at this meeting. Preliminary votes have been tabulated, and the preliminary results are as follows. For 1, 6 directors were elected for a 1-year term. For 2, the selection of Deloitte & Touche as our independent registered public accounting firm for the 2026 fiscal year was ratified. Number 3, the compensation of our named executive officers was approved on an advisory basis. Number 4, the advisory vote to approve the reduction in ownership threshold to call a special meeting of stockholders to 25% was approved. Number 5, the shareholder proposal to improve shareholder ability to call for a special shareholder meeting was not approved. We'll announce the final results of today's meeting within 4 business days from today. I believe there are no questions from the stockholders today. We will conclude our Q&A session. As there is no other business to be addressed at this meeting, I will entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
I second the motion.
All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. The ayes have it. Motion carried. That concludes the business of the meeting. Thank you for attending.
This concludes the meeting. You may now disconnect.